back. This is kind of an impromptu video vlog. I'm really in the mood to organize everything. I really want to organize my pantry. I want to kind of figure out this shelf situation over here. I have a couple of things that I need to buy like containers for, so I'm thinking I want to go to Hobby Lobby and see if they have anything. So my pantry, I think, is my main monster to tackle today. Also, this cabinet right here, I have a lot of my baking stuff in there. It's just kind of a mess, and it's just also a bunch of other things that I didn't have room for anywhere else in the kitchen. So we might actually reorganize the whole kitchen. Who knows? Two main things, or really only two things that I'm looking for at Hobby Lobby. I need a display box for a glass sculpture that my brother-in-law got us when him and my mother and father-in-law were in Italy. I'll show you all that in a second. I need to get a display box for that. And then I also need to get some sort of basket to put all of our like vitamins and stuff in. I have them sitting out right now just so that we don't forget to take them. I need something that's like cute to keep them in because I hate looking at them sitting on the counter. And I'm looking for probably like a woven like rattan, I don't really know the term, some sort of a basket with a lid on it that's big enough. I have this like picnic basket that I kind of thought about, but it's kind of heavy and I have books in it, so it's extremely heavy right now and it's serving its purpose as storage. So this is the little sculpture. I'm terrified of holding this. I mean, it's, you know, like a one-of-a-kind type of thing, handmade in Italy. I don't really have a lot of information on it. I have like the business card of the place that made it, but that's it. It stands up like this. And I thought about just like standing it on the shelf, but I don't trust my dogs because they like to like play fight with each other. And if they hit the shelf and knock this off, they're gonna have to find a new home. They can go live with my parents. I'm just gonna buy a box for this. And hopefully that keeps it a little bit more secure. I mean, even if they hit the shelf and the box falls, that still wouldn't be good. I just feel better. I just feel better about it if it's in a case. I might have to end up buying one of those like craft boxes. I'm kind of scared holding this. One second, let me put this away. We just have it stored in like its original wrapping paper right now because that's kind of all we have. But what I was saying is I might have to get one of those like craft boxes that like don't have a finish on them or anything and you paint them yourself. That would kind of be fun. I don't know like what color I would paint it though. I don't know. That's what we're doing today. So I thought I would bring y'all along because I always like watching like organizing videos. Disclaimer, not really a disclaimer, but more of a request. Don't judge how messy and disorganized some parts of my home are, okay? Here's the pantry situation. It's just a whole lot of a mess. And then stuff that I have sitting on my dryer has been there since we moved in. I want to get like shelves. Also, I have the washer going, sorry. I want to get shelves to put here, but I don't know. I got hooks to hang like that stuff. Come over here because the washer got really loud. I got hooks to hang like my broom and mop and stuff, but they wouldn't really stick to the wall that well. And I didn't know how to I didn't know how to properly space them to where it like made sense. And I feel like I was putting them too high on the wall and it looked dumb, but they also had to be high so that the mop wasn't touching the ground. I don't know. You know, first world problems. But I would really like to get shelves just for like extra storage space. But then I don't really know what to do with the broom and stuff. So maybe shelves aren't the option. Maybe I get one of those shelves that has hooks on it. Maybe I can find one at an antique store. Thrift store. Think smarter, not harder. I want to show you all the situation that's happening here too. I got this door rack on Amazon and it's good. Where's the hook? Oh wait, I didn't have one. These come off really easily, which is kind of annoying. And this also makes my door really heavy. So it just kind of won't stay open. And then closing it, oh, it actually caught a little bit, but I usually have to like lift up on the handle to make it actually click, which is very annoying. At least I have storage. I'm gonna reorganize all of this too. Instead of trying to squeeze through a really small space while carrying a lot of things, just put everything down, move what is ever in your way, or you're gonna end up with a broken container. Okay, I think I've done all I can do with, you know, like the foil and things like that. Now I'm gonna actually organize all of the food. I have a bunch of these little plastic containers that I used in our old house, and they worked a lot better there. Like, for some reason, maybe I just didn't put a whole lot of effort when we first moved in here, but I don't know, like, I'm not liking them. It still looks really cluttered, and just kind of, I don't know. I'm just not digging the clear containers for the pantry. My goal is to get a lot of little baskets to put everything in. I have this one that I just keep my dish towels in because I don't have like a drawer or anything that I can keep them in. And I think this is kind of what inspired that idea. Also, just seeing like pictures of people's like butler pantries or butler pantry? Yeah, butler pantries. And they just have like the baskets displayed with like fruit and all of their snacks and stuff. It's just a cuter way to keep everything contained. And even though it's like more to look at with like the dark colors, or what am I trying to say? Like, it seems like it wouldn't be as clean because it's like you're looking at a bunch of baskets, but in a way it does look more organized. And it just has a little bit more like flair and character, which is really what I want. I really want like a homey little pantry. So eventually I will be replacing these plastic containers with baskets like this. Probably not for a few months, and definitely probably not all at once. Like, if I like find baskets here and there, I'll probably pick them up and start switching everything out slowly. Baskets are not cheap, and I don't really know how I feel about thrifting baskets that I'm gonna put food in. Don't feel great about that. This cutting board is something that I got on my wedding registry. I think it's from Target, the Figment brand, I think is what it's called. Honestly, I've never used it for chopping, but it is really handy because it's massive. It's really handy if you're like low on kitchen counter space, kind of like I am. If you're not using the stove and you're just like prepping food, putting it on the stove and kind of having like an extra prep space. I like to do that when I am baking, especially. Basically just giving you a pantry haul and showing you everything that I have. So these napkins I got at Home Goods last Christmas. Just like really cute classic designs. If you know me, you know I'm obsessed with the Nutcracker Ballet. There's kind of like a backstory to it that I maybe can go into in the future, but obviously had to get these. So I will be using these this Christmas, maybe next Christmas if I don't use all of them this year. But I feel like Home Goods has the best themed napkins because they're not, no offense to you if you like the more like cheesy, cartoony type of napkins, they're not really my style. I like the more like classic ones, and Home Goods has great options for that for all holidays. That's those. Okay, the last thing that I want to actually show y'all and talk y'all through are my towels. These aren't towels that I use, they're the ones that I hang on my oven. So I got this one at H-E-B last year for Easter. Very cute, simple, springy. We live in a Christ-loving household, so there's that one. This came with the Nutcracker ones that I'll show you in a second, but they kind of, I got these at Home Goods. Yeah, that happened. So I might give this to my Nana. She cleans like buildings and stuff, and she can use this for cleaning because it's a little raggedy. So I'm gonna put that to the side. These, they're a little like, I guess, cornier than what I typically go for, but they have nutcrackers on them. If you know, you know. This one I like better because it doesn't have the words on it. I like things that are, you know, wordless, unless it's, you know, stuff like this. But yeah, that's those. This is like a casserole transporter thing. I've kind of just been using it to store like all of my seasonal dish towels and just some other random things, as you probably saw over here. I got this from my grandma, and I have used it for its intended purpose. I think it's really cute. Not much else to say about that. Okay, so pretty much everything is organized into the little containers. I haven't touched the door stuff yet, or those, and oh, all of our like medicine and stuff. I haven't touched that yet either, but I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some stuff back in here. Okay, I put on a little bit of makeup just to look a little bit more presentable in public. I'm gonna go right now. I need to go to Red Raider Outfitter because tomorrow's game is a red out game and I don't have a red t-shirt. And there's one right next to the Hobby Lobby. So I'm gonna stop at Hobby Lobby, go to Red Raider Outfitter, and then I need to go to HEB to pick up my blood sugar sensors. Okay, so Hobby Lobby, kind of a bust. They didn't really have as many basket options as I was hoping they would have. And the only, what am I talking about? The only like display case they had, I was right, like it's one that you would have to like paint. And I toyed with getting that and painting it or staining it. I didn't know what stain to get, didn't know what color I would want to paint it if I got paint, so I just left empty-handed. Contemplating going to Home Goods to see if they might have some baskets. TBD. The sweatshirt had to come off. It's way too hot. It was 66 degrees 3 days ago. What are we doing? I did get a shirt. I'll show you that later. I think I've decided I do want to go to Home Goods because why not? And I still need to go to HEB. I think I'm gonna go there. I don't know if I should go there first because I don't really want to leave my sensors like in the heat. But Home Goods is like on the way home and HEB is like way out of the way. I can put them. I think I'll just put my sensors like down in the floorboard and they should be okay. I just don't want them like in the sun. I shouldn't be in Home Goods too long. Famous last words. Okay, let's go to HEB. Hey, so it's quite a bit later. When I got back from, running around and going to all the places, I sat down on the couch and fell asleep for probably about an hour. And I absolutely did not mean to do that. I kind of have some energy that I think I'm just gonna finish up the pantry. I wanted to get a lot more organized, but as long as the pantry is organized, I see that as a win. So I did find a basket at Home Goods for all of the vitamins that I have sitting right here. So I'm gonna show you that. Put those in there, and I'll show you the t-shirt I got at Red Raider Outfitter. And I'll show you the final, not final, but what I'm working with the pantry. The only thing I need to put in there is our medicine and stuff. And honestly, I don't know if there's gonna be room. So I might have to reorganize a little bit more. I should have gotten another basket to put our medicine in. Might have to go back. I might just have to do that later. We'll figure it out. This is the shirt, and this is the basket. It's a pretty good size. The lid just flips open like that. I wanna say it might be too big, but you know what? If we ever add more vitamins to our routine, we're good. We got plenty of space for it. This is kind of perfect, actually. I mean, everything has room. I'm not shoving everything in there, making it fit. It works. I didn't even get to this part. That's another time, or all that. So this is just kind of what we're working with. I wish I could, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, there we go. I'm not mad at it. I didn't go through those either, which I meant to do. This is the only shelf that I completely reorganized. I'm okay with how it looks, I guess. And then we have just snacks, and then more snacks plus rice and macaroni. That's mostly, I wanted that to be ingredient type of things, and then just random things. I don't think it looks bad. It definitely looks a lot cleaner than what it was. Is it my desired layout? Not necessarily. And I'm gonna be reorganizing this, especially because there's nowhere to put the medicine. I need to go through these. I might not need all 4 of those there, but also if I had a shelf over here, maybe I could condense some of the things that are in these and just have some shelves and put stuff there. I have this here. I could always maybe get another shelf to put above, up here. I don't know. This is kind of annoying being right there. I wish this shelf went all the way across, because then I could put these. I wish that went all the way across and then also had a second one on top. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. So I think that's gonna be the end of this video. This might be part 1 of a fall reset. Next time, I don't know what I am going to do. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you didn't, sorry. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.